Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We're from group C5. We will presentate our group discussion. My name is Latifiara Zahra, student number 94.
My name is Yohanes Felix Ardiansyah, student number 193.
And my name is Devin Ella, student number 92.
Okay, so today we will presentate about our topic is anaerobic digestion. The anaerobic digestion or degradation process is the biological oxidation of organic matter by the action of specific microorganism in the absence of atmospheric oxygen. Organic matter is converted into stable end products at the same time, and the process generates biogas, mainly methane and carbon dioxide, that can be valorized energetically. Anaerobic digestion is an attractive treatment strategy in waste management sector from an environmental point of view and for society benefit by providing a clean fuel from renewable feedstocks. Next.
CSTR. CSTR are simple reactor that were adapted from font-type anaerobic reactor. In such reactor, an agitator allowed the contact between microorganisms and effluent, avoiding sedimentation of solid within the reactor and diminishing the resistance to mass transfer, which allow the release of trapped gas bubble in the medium. Next.
Upflow anaerobic sludge plant reactor. Upflow anaerobic sludge plant technology, also known as UISP reactor, is a form of anaerobic digester which used in wastewater treatment. UISP reactor is a methane producing digester which use an anaerobic process and forming a blend of granular sludge and is processed by the anaerobic microorganism. The UASB reactor is considered one of the most versatile reactor for use in AD, since it retains a high amount of biomass and keep constant the biomass to substrate ratio. It a simple technology, compact and inexpensive and widely used in wastewater treatment. Next.
There are four processes that occur this digestion. The first one is hydrolysis and acidogenesis. The first phase in the anaerobic digestion process consists in the hydrolysis of complex particulate material or polymers into simpler dissolved materials or smaller molecules, which can penetrate through the cell membranes of the fermentative bacteria. The second one is acetogenesis. Acetogenic bacteria are responsible for the oxidation of the products generated in the acidogenic phase into a substrate appropriate for the methanogenic microorganism. And the third one is sulfate reduction. In reactors treating wastewater containing sulfate or sulfide, these compounds can be used by sulfate-reducing bacteria or SRB as acceptors of electrons released during the oxidation of organic materials. And the final phase is methanogenesis. In the overall anaerobic degradation process of organic compounds into methane and carbon dioxide is performed by methanogenic archaea. They use only limited number of substrate comprising acetic acid, hydrogen or carbon dioxide, formic acid, methanol, and methylamines and carbon monoxide. Next.
Advantages. One, low production of solids, about 3 times lower than that in aerobic process. Two, low energy consumption, usually associated with an influent pumping station, leading to very low operational costs. 3. Low land recruitment. 4. Low construction costs. Disadvantages. 1. Anaerobic microorganisms are susceptible to inhibition by a large number of compounds. 2. Process startup can be slow in the advance of adapted seed slug. 3. Some form of post-treatment is usually necessary. 4. The biochemistry and microbiology and of anaerobic digestion are complex and still require future study. Next.
Next, operation and maintenance. Although the operational simplicity of an aerobic treatment system is one of its key points, the presence of operation and maintenance personnel is a necessary condition to assure appropriate performance. The three main treatment system control activities are operation, refers to the daily or period activities necessary to assure a good and stable performance of the treatment system. Maintenance refers to the activities to maintain the structure in the treatment plan in good condition. Endpoint information refer to the communication, preferably in writing, between the different people at the same time, a record of the operation and maintenance of the treatment system. Next.
And the last one, for operation and maintenance. Usually, the anaerobic treatment system can be divided into three parts, as presented in the schematic representation of figure 6.2. The first one is pre-treatment, the second one is biological treatment or anaerobic digestion itself, and the third one, access/dewatering. Okay, I think that's all for our presentation today. We're sorry if there was any mistaken in our pronunciation or in our PPT. Thank you for watching our presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.